Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Alex Big Blue, and this is 7 Books in 7 Days, episode 12. So, I read some comics again. I'm going to show you guys what I read, give them a quick review each. Starting off with Eradicator number 3, which is an awesome cover, by the way. I love that. This is the end of this mini series, and I finally finished it. So, yeah, anyways, I was very excited to get back into Eradicator, and this one is basically the monster type of character that I think split off from him. I wasn't really real clear on that in the second issue, but I think he split off from him or something like that. But one way or another, the villain is pretty cool, I think. And you get the big ultimate battle and culmination of the story here between Eradicator rather, and the villain. And yeah, I just thought this was really good. I don't really want to go into spoilers or anything, but I liked how this overall wrapped up. And I thought it was a really cool issue and my favorite of the three for sure. But yeah, I like Eradicator as a character, and I thought this was pretty interesting. I really dug it for sure. All right, next up is Peter Parker's Spider-Man, number 56. Well, Reborn Part 1. Well, I guess it's number 56. It's kind of confusing when it says 154 like that. I guess it's part 56 of this particular thing, maybe. And then maybe 154 of Spider-Man in general or something like that. However that would be said, anyways. But yeah, anyhow, I like this cover a lot. You know, I always love reading Spider-Man comics. This one was a bit weird, the story and especially the art. But the art inside was really odd, just way different than I'm used to, for sure. I don't know if it was a thing that they did for a while or what, but the story is basically like Sandman gets split into a bunch of different characters of himself, like different aspects. So like a super evil monster version, and kind of like a little kid version of him, and just different other things. But yeah, it was a decent enough read for what it was. Like I said, it was definitely odd. The artwork was really just different than I was expecting, but overall, I actually liked the cover quite a bit. And yeah, it was a decent enough read, and yeah, enjoyed it for what it was, although it was kind of just a lot different. And next up, we have Dark Reign Thunderbolts, number 132. Or I guess it's just Thunderbolts, number 132, I think. I think Dark Reign was just the thing that went over all of them, if I'm not mistaken, for a while in Marvel. But yeah, either way, this was really cool. I like this issue a lot. It is just like any other Thunderbolts, pretty much. They have like their own ragtag team. This one's a different team that I haven't read as much of around these issues. But I think Ghost seems like a pretty interesting character. And some of these other ones here, like Paladin and those guys, that's kind of lesser known, get a lot of shine in this one. But yeah, and it also has Yelena Belova, I believe it is, as the other Black Widow in this. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting issue and definitely another good chapter in the Thunderbolts. I also read Thunderbolts 117, which I just actually got recently. And it's Cage Angels Part 2. This one was pretty good as well. In this one, we basically get, what's his name? I forget, Doc Samson, is that right? I think that's right. The guy that's always the one that knows the Hulk and stuff. He's basically trying to get Penance, trying to work him out essentially and get him all right in his mental state. Because Penance is, for you guys who don't know, used to be Speedball, and something happened, and so yeah. Anyways, he's kind of really, I guess, essentially emo in a way, or just super depressed. But yeah, anyways, he's trying to fix him, and some other shenanigans are going on in this one as well. And it's a pretty good read as well. Certainly liked it. Always love Thunderbolts. And next up, we have Deadpool, number 15, Carnage's cover. This is a Scotty Young variant. It's also written by Scotty Young, this series, apparently. This was the end of the series. This, I think, is the only one that I've read of this series, too, maybe, or the only one I know that for sure I did. But yeah, anyways, it was a decent enough wrap on the end of the series. It has Mephisto in it, so that was pretty interesting, having Deadpool and Mephisto versing off, essentially. And some other pretty interesting stuff as well. And it was a decent enough issue in general, and had some comedy and stuff as well. But yeah, I love the cover, by the way. Next up, we had Nova, number 31. This series is, I don't know if I've read any of the issues in this series or not. I may have or may not have. I'm not entirely sure. But this was pretty cool. It's issue 31, like I said, a little later in it. And for being the first one I read, I thought it was decent enough. I thought it was a pretty fast read. And this Nova is, I think, the son of a different one. I don't know if he's the son of the original one or a different one, but either way, it talks about it in here, and I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it so far. I might be interested in reading more of it. I always liked Nova as a character anyways, so it's definitely was something that I should have liked anyways, and to find myself liking it so far, All right, and last but not least, this one was pretty fun. I really like this one a lot. X-Men number 93. Why are they all hunting Mystique? I just got this one recently in the last haul, if you guys saw that. But yeah, this was really good. Mystique is on the run from those ninja guys here. So those guys, it looks like that. For reasons I don't think we're exactly sure yet, unless I didn't think about what they said or something. But yeah, I believe they're chasing her for some unknown reason. We get a very interesting cliffhanger in this of a battle that's to come in the next issue. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't think I have the next one yet, but I'll check and see now that I've read this one. And I find it so particularly interesting as well. Absolutely love the cover, by the way. Just great stuff. Just amazing colors on this. And so basically, Mystique, more or less, is trying to team up with some other mutants that might help her out. And she encounters some of the X-Men. I guess I won't say which, just in case you consider that a spoiler. And so, yeah, her and them are trying to hide out and figure out what's going on and try to stop them from trying to hunt her, essentially. And also, meanwhile, one of the other X-Men meets up with a former X-Men, and they're trying to figure out who's after Polaris, which is so basically on that one, Nightcrawler finds Polaris early on. Is the second story, kind of. They're all together, intertwined technically, and somebody's chasing her as well. I don't know if it's the same ninjas or if it's different, but either way, yeah, that story's pretty interesting as well. I've always liked Polaris as a character once I found out about her, and of course, Nightcrawler is always great. But yeah, this has a very cool cast of X-Men in this one and mutants in general, and it's a really fun read. I'm Alex Blue. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later.